On today's show, we tell you our favorite stuff at day 2 of CES 2015.
Also, a magic mirror that can make you look like anyone you want.
And a very special live report from the show floor. It does not involve spiders.
Oh, thank God.
It's Tomorrow Daily. Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily. I know you got really into clapping.
Yeah.
Great, really into clapping.
Clap my way
Welcome
around.
to Tomorrow Daily, the best geek talk show in the known universe. You are here at CES 2015, day 2. We're here. We're still alive. I feel like that's a win.
Yeah.
That we can just chalk that right into the win column right away.
I'm just actually a 3D printed version of myself. I couldn't even
We just printed out
1.0 is gone. So
Over in Tech West, they're doing some amazing things with 3D printing, you guys.
malfunction.
So our sponsor this week is LG, and we have a G Flex 2 that they were kind enough to loan us, and Khail took it last night to the CNET party.
Who knows if I was supposed to do that, but I got some really great photos. Like, I spent a lot of time they have like this unique selfie thing where you do this, and then you do that. And then
it
then the
counts
photo
down.
it would take was of people shocked that that's how you take the photo.
Yeah, they were just like, oh.
Yeah,
and
but it was really great.
amazing.
Did slow-mo, Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg dancing around. So
I think Snoop actually
pretty
just
good.
moves
So
permanently
there you
in
go.
slow motion. Like, I think that's just a thing. So I don't know
Very
how
cool.
effective it would be, but it's a really cool
Very cool
phone.
little
You can
guy.
check it out. Head over to cnet.com for all of our coverage of the G Flex 2, and thanks again to LG for loaning us that delightful little device. I also have a G3 that's pretty cool as well.
you might get it back.
You might get it back. So we've got some great things, and we want to jump right into it. So let's hit the headlines. Okay, so we want to talk about a couple of our favorite things that we've seen around the show floor. We're all about the weird, wacky, wonderful of CES 2015, and today is no different than yesterday. Khail, you have really kind of seen some crazy stuff. You've been over at Tech West.
Oh man, I love Tech West. That's where all the wackos come out to play. So I skipped lunch, so I decided to go with a 3D food printing. That's kind of like a new thing that's coming around. That's one of my favorite 3D printing things. Just like I feel like I've seen everybody 3D print everything.
Yeah.
More specifically, candy and chocolate. So they have over there they have a something called Chef Jet that makes candy pastries, and yeah, look at that.
Those little geometric
tiny
cube
candies in any shape you want.
Sugar, frosting,
Yeah.
really interesting stuff, and really precise.
Yeah,
which
very
I really like.
very precise. And then they have the Cocoa Jet printer, which can print chocolate, which it was
chocolate printing.
Yeah, I'm
This is
sure
my
they're
whole
gonna be
life.
using that on the space station. Yeah, and then they're actually partnered with Hershey's on this, so like it's actually a serious thing. And for the Chef Jet, the candy one, that's going to be available this year.
Well, if
So
you're
you
looking
can
to
start
get
printing out some candy.
your candy printing on.
Yeah, and then of course they also have a whole bunch more over there. They have a 3D printer that can that uses recycled plastic, which I thought was amazing, and then also a haptic 3D like pen that you use with Oculus. But I focused
Pretty
on the
cool.
food.
Well, you
Because
always
I'm
focus
excited
on the
about
food
that.
Here, you guys.
Okay.
We're always focused on food.
No pizza 3D printer yet, but
Not yet.
we're waiting for that. So
Maybe CES 2016.
Yeah.
Maybe CES 2016.
I'm just gonna wait here till
So
then.
for me, I really liked. We saw this a couple nights ago. Pet Cube.
Oh yeah.
I'm all about Pet Cube, guys. I just got a new puppy. I'm gonna brag a little. He's adorable. And we saw Pet Cube.
Do we have
and
B-roll of the puppy?
I think, well, not of the puppy, no.
Oh, okay.
If you want to see it after the show, I'll show you pictures of my dog. But Pet Cube is really, really cool. It's a little cube, and it allows you to keep an eye. It's like a home little camera that you can connect to with an app. You can see, here it is right here. It's not very big, but the best part about it, and this is the thing Khail and I really liked, is that it has this app attached to it, and what they showed us was you're able to actually play with your pets with a laser pointer that's built in. So you can see they're doing it right now. They're dragging a finger around everything, and that's an animal shelter.
Yeah, in Oakland. I was playing with cats in Oakland.
Yeah, we're
The
playing
dream
with
is
cats
real,
and
people.
The dream is alive,
Yeah.
alive and well, my friends.
But
yes,
that's for owners that can't be home, and if they are gone for prolonged times, they can play with their cat so
or
it doesn't
even
get fat.
if, you're at work and you want to just like check in on your pet and you want to play with them a little bit on your break. You take a little 5-minute break, play with your pet, and then like, okay, it's
It was about $200,
going,
and this
yeah.
was actually a successful Kickstarter too.
Yeah,
so
successful Kickstarter. So I really like seeing these Kickstarter and crowdfund success stories. It's always really nice to see here at the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
would work on me too, by the way. If you put one of those up and you put the laser pointer in,
I do it in the back of the backstage all the time.
Okay.
If I ever need to keep Khail busy, I just put a laser pointer on the ground. It's great. So tell me a little bit about this magic mirror, because we saw some of it, we've covered it, and this is hilarious.
Okay, so Panasonic's AR makeup mirror. It's one of those exhibits where everybody is like gathered around it because it's like one of those like wow things.
A lot of crowd.
You sit down and then they put any number of makeup. It tracks your face and it puts the, oh yeah, here we go. We have Sarah here, and they put any eyeshadow, and they put eyelashes and lipstick and blush and just whatever you can think of. Another important thing that it does is it can actually check your skin out and see like, if it's dry,
How
if you need to be
horrible
drinking
you
more
look.
water,
Yeah.
if you've got too many wrinkles, you can get a mustache like Sarah.
I can finally grow a mustache.
So you can see what you look like with facial hair. I was thinking about getting the Walter White.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like the Heisenberg.
I need some more commanding.
Heisenberg?
Yeah, the
I like
Heisenberg.
it.
But yeah, and then also another cool feature that you went ooh at when you heard it was. You can change the light, so it can be like fluorescent or like blue or whatever. So after you put the makeup on, you can see what it looks like.
How terrible you look in
I
fluorescent
was thrilled
lighting.
by that, and I never wear makeup except for like right now. I'm wearing makeup right now.
You are wearing a pound of makeup
Yes,
right now.
a lot of lipstick, but I
much.
thought that was pretty cool. They're hoping to. It's actually available now. This isn't like
for salons and
salons. They're hoping to get that out there right now. But it's really cool to be able to just see it without having to put it on, especially if you're terrible at makeup.
Awesome.
Like me.
So one of the other things that I saw, there's a lot of interesting things going with connected cars. Oh,
wait. Hold on. No, wait. IFB is on this side. Oh, we're getting word that we actually have some
breaking news.
Some dancers wearing no clothing on the floor, and we're going to go straight to that.
In South Hall.
Yes.
We have Jeff Bakalar on the scene, you guys. We have Jeff Bakalar on the scene
I
at the
can't wait to
Parrot
see
booth.
this.
We have dancers with no
Look, he's
clothes.
surprised too. He is shocked.
He looks a little scared. All right, Jeff
he's
Bakalar.
so excited. Look
I know,
at him.
he's really excited.
Jeff's a happy man.
Jeff is a very happy man. We're hoping.
Hey, everybody, yes, it's happening. We're about ready for the 5-minute ritual of the dancing drones. I'm told it's a complex routine. And this is really what every baby drone dreams of when they're a kid. To make it to the big stage. Las Vegas. The big show. That's how you know you've made it. And we're just patiently waiting for the drones. They're a little prima donna-ish. They have their riders they have to fit. Apparently one of them stormed off in a big huff, but it's okay. They've composed themselves, and they're apparently, are we almost ready? The clock has hit 0. We're patiently waiting for the drone show. It's a complex routine. This is something these guys study for a very long time. Do we have curtains raising? No. A little anticlimactic here, but not a problem.
We're making it work.
I'm told this netting here is reinforced because God forbid, let me tell you guys, God forbid a hole were to somehow erupt within these nets. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
if a hole were to somehow erupt in these nets,
I'm frightened.
the scent of freedom would just be too much for these guys, and out they go through the net. But luckily, I'm told the Parrot employees here are armed with shotguns, and they'll just shoot one of these little bastards out of the sky if they act up. Is what I'm told.
Very good.
Safety first here.
Always safety first.
It's a complex routine. Nerves are running wild. Clearly holding nothing back. It's a big crowd pleaser here. A big crowd pleaser here at CES. The attending audience, or as they like to be referred to as drone pervs. I'm told that's what they're called, drone pervs. A big crowd pleaser here at the big show in Las Vegas. When you want to compete, when you want to make a difference, and you're a drone, you come to Las Vegas, you come to CES.
Oh, look at that.
So that's what we have for you today. Now look, there's a complex thing right here. These are high complexity moves, difficulty level, second to none.
Bakalar.
Oh, that's impressive work right here.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Oh, look at that. Look at the grace. Look at the majestic behavior.
It's like the Olympics over here.
You know, lots can go wrong. Lots can go wrong. You can clip a wing. I don't know, like a draft maybe, like a big draft from a window could knock these things out of orbit. I don't know.
It's for the next hour.
They're holding
guys.
nothing back, and
2
God
hours
forbid, the one thing you want to avoid.
I'm just kidding. No, I swear, I
God
just
forbid
scared
you
like
run out of
5 people.
battery. You're sent home packing. You're just sent home packing. They show you the door and that's it. And put you out of your misery.
This is intense.
This is my favorite.
There you have it. Varying degrees of difficulty. Excellent stuff here. There's a lot more Tomorrow Daily coming right after this break. Please stay with us.
This audience is way better than yesterday's audience.
I mean, you guys are pumped.
Aw.
I know.
Yeah, you guys are great.
And fortunately, no Jeff Bacalars were harmed in the making of that last segment.
We don't
And
know that yet,
Well,
but
I'm
sure.
not sure. I haven't seen him back at the booth yet, but fortunately, I've got my fingers crossed. As you
Whoa,
can see,
who's
we have a
this?
guest. Yeah,
Oh,
she just
okay.
appeared. We also 3D printed. You might know her from Sourcefed Nerd. This is the one and only Trisha Hershberger. Everybody give her a round of applause.
Thanks, guys.
Such a
Hey.
delight, this girl. She's delightful. And one of the things that I always like that we talk about every single year at CES, regardless of whether it's on this stage or not, is all the WTF of CES. And there is a lot of it at the show. So we picked 3 of our favorites, and we're going to talk about them. Trisha, give us a little tour, a little taste of what it's like to see the weirdest, like most, I just don't understand, but that, okay, all right, cool
I love
stuff.
it so much. It's
so
my
good.
favorite thing about CES every year because I feel like it's those WTF products and those ideas that lead to the next generation of major consumer products. Like, I mean, there was someone back in the day who was like, oh, a carriage that doesn't need horses to, like, you know, it's the first car. And they're
It's a
like,
fad.
we don't need horses for that. That's pointless. Nobody needs that. My horse is just fine. Like, there was
what
that
are the horses
person.
gonna do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do those
Exactly.
4 horses do? Yeah, that's poppycock. That's
For-
probably
I mean,
definitely.
for every product, there's going to be the people that say you don't need that or that's too expensive or whatever. So I think that the weird stuff is the future of technology. I mean, everyone at CES always talks about, you know, the big stuff, the TVs, the
Yeah.
wearables, the auto tech, but the little startups are where it's at.
Yeah.
It's the seed. It's a foundation. So yes,
And
so
you found no shortage of them this year, right?
There's never a shortage of
No.
WTF products here. I mean, when you walk around, especially like if you're at Eureka Park, when you walk around, you look at stuff and you're like, that's a little strange. I don't know what that is. And I even saw some of it in Central Hall this year too.
yeah. Well, the spider dress is over there. We had it
Oh,
here on
yeah.
stage
Amazing.
yesterday. Amazing.
Amazing.
We had it here on stage, and it almost poked out Kale's eye
Several times.
several times because
yeah.
I told him over and over again not to touch the model, and he wanted to just get a little
Yeah. I
I
closer.
wanted to touch
Sure,
the dress.
sure,
the dress,
sure.
yeah.
When you get a little invasive,
Yeah.
that can
And then it does
happen.
this
got a-
thing, and
yeah,
I
it's got a
wasn't
proximity
into that.
sensor.
Yeah,
It doesn't-
no.
It doesn't like that.
But very cool, 3D printed, and it reacts to the user. So,
So
Right.
awesome.
very cool. Yeah,
So-
and she was looking in the future, like you said. It's you know,
Yeah,
it's
and
weird,
that's
but it's
interesting.
interesting.
That could be the future. I mean, it reminds me of in school, we used to get these, like, I went to an all-girls school, so we used to get these, like, self-protection and date rape assemblies and stuff. And I'm like, who needs that information
That
now?
is
You could just
terrifying.
wear Spider Dress 2.0.
Wear spider dress. Pretty good. So one of the other
Solid.
things that you mentioned was that you saw that you thought was super weird was the 10S fork and knife.
Oh, yeah. Previously known as the Happy Fork.
Happy fork, yeah. And now it's got a little matching knife friend. So so you have to explain this a little bit to me because I know before
Okay.
it was like when it wants you. I believe it's like it wants you to lift your food and eat it every 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, it wants you to be at least 10 seconds or slower.
Okay,
So
slow
the
eater.
idea is that you're not
try
shoveling
it.
lettuce into your face like we were talking about during the break, fun conversations that happen when the cameras are off. No, it wants you to wait 10 seconds between every bite. But the first generation of it would actually register as a bite when you stabbed food too, if you were like a violent
He's
eater.
counting. He's
Yeah.
counting it up.
I was doing it.
1 alligator, 2 alligator,
I like that
3
you
alligator,
have to
4
mouth
alligator,
the
5
number.
alligator.
It's
Yeah.
really
It's rough.
that's a long time.
hungry.
It
You're
vibrates
starving again.
and
Yeah.
It vibrates and lights up. And the idea is that before you eat every meal, you press the button to activate it, and then you do your 10-second bites. And now it's paired with the fork, so now you can get the 10S fork, or I'm sorry,
And
the
the
knife. So now you can get the 10S fork and knife set.
Does it make you? Well, why the knife though? Because you're not raising that to your mouth. So is it like you saw your food in half for 10 seconds?
Well, it's like this way. If you stab and the knife is down there, it doesn't recognize the stab as a bite. So it's more accurate now, a little bit more fancy. I guess it's been on sale in Europe, but they're planning on bringing it to the States. And it's just hilarious to me. It makes the weird product list for me because who brings the same utensils around with them all day? Like, is it in your purse? Is it in your pocket?
In your jacket
Are there sanitation wipes for after every meal so you can put it back and save it for
Don't
later?
worry, guys, I've got a fork.
So would
Like
you use this? Would you
It's
find yourself?
bizarre. I mean, I guess if I really was concerned with my nutrition intake,
Right.
I'm still gonna go with
maybe.
no. Still going with no.
Yeah,
Not carrying that around.
$100 fork and knife. I mean, I might just go old fashioned and 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator it. But like I said, there's the people that were like, I'm old fashioned. I'm gonna go with the horse and buggy and
You know
reject the car.
You know what I'm in for? The happy spork.
Oh, that
That's
could
what I need.
happen.
I need that next year. Okay,
Tomorrow
so
daily.
Right on to you're welcome, internet. You're welcome, startups. So last thing that you wanted to talk about is the log bar ring, which I haven't even heard of.
Really?
I know that I believe CNET and Espanol got to go see it.
Okay.
But you please explain to me what the log bar ring is.
Okay, so the Log Bar Ring was a very successful crowdfunding project, raised over $800,000.
Ooh, a lot of money.
And it's a ring that you put on that enables you to control your surroundings via gesture.
Okay.
Really neat idea.
Okay,
so
yeah.
we think of the idea and we're like, I'm going to turn off all these studio lights. And they just turn off.
Good.
Very, very cool idea, but in practice, at least right now, and this is the product's second generation that's being shown at CES this year, it's still very big and bulky. And so I don't know how many people can legitimately rock that unless
We're
you have
seeing it
like
right now, and that is a bulky ring.
It's like a
really
dainty
bulky.
lady finger, so it's like that wouldn't really work for
It
me.
looks like almost a like
Yeah.
a
Dude,
lug
you just
nut.
broke 3 of them right there. Just
Oh,
touching-
sorry.
You're a very fragile
My
man.
She-Hulk strength.
What are
true.
some of the things that they showed off that they bragged about it being able to do specifically?
So specifically, they talk about turning off and on lights with gesture, and it's linked to an app so that you can plan what gestures you like. So you can make up whatever gesture you want to do whatever thing in your house that you want. You could turn off and on appliances, off and on lights, just interact with your surroundings. And now they have a Ring hub that they sell as well so that you don't need to buy special lights or special
gotcha.
appliances.
Oh, okay.
It sends it out via infrared.
Do you think that I would be able to, at some point in the future, be able to shut off with a wave Khail's bad puns?
Maybe.
Unstoppable.
Maybe.
All right.
Runs
I
on
mean-
nuclear power, so you
all
can't
right,
shut it
fair
off.
enough.
You respond
Nuclear power.
infrared, right?
Yeah, yep.
It's
Does not
perfect.
compute.
But
Well,
yeah, so the ring itself, you press a button, you make a gesture. And you'll see a little crystal on the side of the ring.
Okay.
Press a button, make a gesture, and it does its thing. But to me, I think, how hard of a gesture is it to walk over to the wall and just flip the light switch?
I think that's the hard thing about home
you really
automation.
it's Wally. We're going
Yeah.
back to the Wally generation. We
As
just all
lazy
sit
as
in the
possible.
chair and just
Cupcake in a cup,
do
guys.
this.
It's gonna happen.
But
We're
if I
gonna-
was
Yeah.
playing Xbox and I could restart my dryer load by playing my game and just doing bam,
Or
and
like
it did it. That'd
wait
be
do
on
the
awesome.
dryer.
wave your hand and
All my
it makes you
gestures
some
would just
food.
be like this.
Yeah.
You
All
have
of
this
it's
one
Right,
gesture
right,
for
right.
everything, so
Do
the
it.
wrong stuff's going off at all times.
Xbox, turn off. No.
Amazing. But yeah, the product is actually better now than it was before. Before
Okay, good.
it was made out of zinc, so it was actually interfering with its own
Good times.
communication. No longer.
Okay.
No
good.
longer.
All right. Well, so that's the WTF stuff that we've seen at the show. That especially Trisha, she is. You want to ask anybody about it? Trisha Hershberger
go-to source right
is your
here.
go-to source of WTF at CES. We're going to go into. Thank you so much for
you.
coming on the show. You're going to stick with us,
Yes,
but
sure.
really quickly, tell everybody out there how they can find you on the internet and where we can see you, and then we'll jump into our user feedback.
Awesome. So you guys can feel free to check out youtube.com/Sourcefed for all of your news for the day in roughly 20 minutes or less. You can go to youtube.com/SourcefedNerds for some more fun, kind of nerd niche stuff. And you can find me on Twitter at ThatGirlTrish, no I in the girl.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming, and it is now time for my favorite part of the show.
I'm excited.
It's all of you. This is your user feedback. Okay, so, Khail, you gotta wake up, please. I should wave at you and you wake up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we asked you guys yesterday. So Jessica Chobot came on the show yesterday.
I love her.
She was delightful. And we talked about VR and gaming. And so we asked our viewers to use the hashtag TDCES Gaming to say what they were excited about with gaming in 2015. And so we got some really good responses. Sean wrote to us and said, the VR stuff intrigues me greatly. Still feels like it might be another year off, though. And then he said, also, sorry, no Raptor, which I'll explain in a second.
Not a fan, Sean. Not
Sean,
a fan.
I agree. I agree with you. It might be a year off. Dusty wrote to us and said, The Legend of Zelda on Wii U by a country mile. He's just excited about Legend of Zelda. Done. Love that.
Yep.
And then Jorge wrote to us and said, STEM from Six Sense, which is a virtual reality setup that is pretty cool. It's wireless. You can move around. It's awesome. I checked it out this morning. I went to the website. It looks pretty neat.
Lucky I haven't gotten there
Yeah, I
yet.
haven't
I
seen
know,
that
there's
yet.
some cool stuff. So we consistently say that our viewers are much smarter people than we are.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys always
By
send
a-
in great
by a
stuff.
long shot, yeah. I
So
can barely
speaking
cross
of
the road.
being better than us, yesterday we had Jessica Choba here, and we have a little tradition on Tomorrow Daily of asking people to Photoshop Khail and I, and so we thought that would be
Oh,
really fun
yes.
for the show. So yesterday we were greyhounds, and then
Awesome.
and so we asked Jessica Choba. We said we could make a pose, and I do have it on my phone. We demanded. Oh gosh, I don't have it on my phone. I don't have my phone with me.
Do you have it on your computer?
I can probably pull it up on my computer.
Awesome.
There's got to be a computer in this convention
oh,
somewhere.
I'm sorry. Our director is gonna bring
We'll
over
find it.
my
We'll get it.
phone.
We'll get it.
But
Someone's
so what we
inventing
did
one
was we posed and we asked our viewers to have us put us in as velociraptors.
That's amazing.
And it's gonna get even more amazing because I'm gonna look this up and I'm gonna show you how glorious the velociraptor image is, and I'm gonna play it up a little. Just like Jeff Baclar. I'm going to stretch
Oh,
over
there it
time,
is.
but here
Okay.
it
You're
is.
All right.
playing it up because
Sorry for the wait, but
I
here
have
it
an
is.
Sorry for the wait,
irrational
but guys,
oh yeah.
let's get it.
Do
Let's
that
get
one.
it. No,
Oh,
I'll
that
go
one.
into this one. I'll
Okay.
go. Oh, this one. Okay. Guys, get in on that. Look at that's us as velociraptors.
It's so nice.
They gave me a pizza.
They even gave Khail a pizza because
great.
he
which is, raptors
amazing.
love pizza.
Love pizza.
Yeah, it's
Super
good.
love pizza.
I would
it's
like
just so
Raptors a lot
fantastic.
better if they
I got a
ate
Google
pizza. I know.
Glass.
They were
I
like,
like
"What
that
up,
I was a
dude?"
velociraptor with Google Glass. That's really nice.
Okay, so what do we want today? Because we have another show tomorrow.
When we gotta-
What
we
is the
gotta
Photoshop?
step up the
Do you
game
want to
here.
pick the?
I
Okay,
have
you
a
pick it.
special
All right,
request.
what do you got?
Okay,
What do you got?
okay.
What do you
So
got?
give your request to the people.
My request is to make us all capuchin monkeys.
Capuchin monkeys.
I love capuchin monkeys. They're my favorite.
I don't even know what that is, so let's find out
All
together.
right, so let's
So,
do
like,
a pose. Let's hold the
vest, fez, symbols.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
all right,
ready.
Good. Okay, so we have to do a pose. So we'll pose into this camera and we'll hold the shot for about 2 seconds so that they can grab a
Okay.
frame. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Think of your monkey pose.
Got it.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
Did they just
We're
play
good.
music right there? That was
I think
cool.
so. Yeah, that was really nice.
Wait, let's see if we can do that again. Ready?
Monkey pose.
I love that.
That's amazing.
I am now
It's
obsessed
like my
with
own
that.
personal soundtrack. I love it. This is the fun show. We're a fun show. We like to have
I
fun
think
here.
so. I mean, I've only been here a short time, but it's pretty fun.
Well, you're welcome back anytime.
Anytime you want.
If you
We'll
guys
bring
want to
monkeys.
submit anything to the show, you want to send us your we got to do hashtag of the day. So our hashtag of the day,
okay.
in honor of Trisha's appearance, is going to
Yes.
be TDWTF.
So
And-
what is that?
What is your favorite weird tech coming out of CES? Or maybe there was something you were hoping would show up here at the show that didn't quite make it. So, for
Morpheus.
example, 3D printed
Sorry,
pizza.
No.
Teleporters.
You're not allowed to see it.
Oh, okay.
They'll kill you after.
It's
the
secret,
whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
it's
no,
vaporware. Gotcha.
So that's your hashtag of the day today. Feel free to use that. You can email us. You can send us an email tomorrow at cnet.com. You can find us all over social media. We're at Tomorrow Daily on pretty much every social media platform you can find, except Pinterest, because we don't do that business.
I don't do that
Not
either.
Pinteresters.
I'm with
No.
you guys.
We're
Get
not
outta here,
Pinners.
Pinterest.
And then you can
We're
find Khail.
throwing
Khail on
shade.
Twitter. Where can we find you?
At Kale Anonymous.
Super easy.
Good luck spelling kale.
And you can find me at Ashley
Yeah, no, not the
Esqueda.
vegetable.
Trisha, you're at that girl Trish.
Yep.
No, I am
I am
Trish.
the girl.
Or no,
Yeah.
I am the girl.
It's like that girl, Trish.
Got
there's
it.
no,
Okay,
there's
good.
no.
The girl.
And of course, hey, make sure to go check out and subscribe to Sourcefed because it's really fun. And obviously, Trisha always finds a way to make things great and fun.
We have
I
a
want to
good time.
thank the audience
Yeah,
out
thank
here
you
for
guys.
showing up.
Give
Thank you
yourselves
guys
a
so
round of
much. Yeah.
applause. Well, that's it for the show, everybody. We will be back live again around 1 o'clock tomorrow to be our last show of CES 2015. We're really excited to kind of wrap things up with you. We'll have John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo coming to the stage talking with us about technology. And that's it for Tomorrow Daily. So be good humans, and until tomorrow, we will see you next time. Bye.